Good afternoon, friends. You have asked about me about the DNB expected cutoff. आप लोगों ने DNB expected cutoff के बारे में पूछा था, and I informed that data was not available, recent data. So I was waiting to have that data. मुझे उस data का इंतजार था, but after going through the data, I find that number of seat increase is not significant in the DNB. डीएनबी में जो सीट इंक्रीमेंट है वो सिग्निफिकेंट नहीं है, इसलिए जो नंबर्स हैं वो पहले मैंने आपको जो दिए थे उसमें ज़्यादा चेंजेस नहीं है। मामूली से चेंजेस होंगे, 10, 12, 15, 20, 100 इससे ज़्यादा चेंज नहीं है, पर्टिकुलरली जनरल कैटेगरी या ओबीसी कैटेगरी में। तो और जो एक्सपेक्टेड कट ऑफ है डीएनबी की, उसका पीडीएफ फाइल मैंने आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में लिंक दे दिया है। You can download it from there. You can download the PDF file for the expected DNB cutoff from the description box, and you can use and you can guess that whether it will be available at your rank expected to available or not. Maybe there are some variations will be there, but since in the analysis, when we do the statistical analysis, we have some range, and we are taking some confidence intervals. So I took the value from the confidence interval, and the number of seat which is increased is not impacting the range. So very little change in the range. It is not it's not a good news in front of the number of seat DNB increased. बट मीनवाइल आपको जो डीएनबी सिलेक्शन की बात है, वन थिंग आई एडवाइज इज go through the past 4 or 5 rounds of final examination, their pass percentage. What is the pass percentage? How many students appeared and how many of them are passed? Because there are variations are there. If you go through that, then in DNB in preclinical subjects, pass percentage is quite high. In paraclinical subjects, it's quite high, but in clinical subjects, it varies from miserably 30% to as high as 95%. So range is quite wide. For example, if you go in the DNB orthopedics, you will find a very miserable pass percentage in past 4-5 exams. On the other hand, if you go through the DNB gynae-ops or DNB dermatology, then you will find the pass percentage is significantly high, in excess of 93 to 95%. इट मीन्स दी आपका जो ओबीजी और डर्मेटोलॉजी है उसमें आपका पास परसेंटेज हाई है, बट अगर आप डीएनबी जनरल मेडिसिन की बात करें, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द डीएनबी जनरल मेडिसिन, तो आपको यू विल फाइंड दैट pass percentage in the DNB examination in case of general medicine is varies 4 round back, because DNB final examination held at the every 6-month interval. So 2 year back, the pass percentage in the medicine was quite high. It was nearly 85%. But after that, the pass percentage of medicine hovering between 60 to 71%. सो एक ये फैक्टर भी आपको फैक्टर इन करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है कि जो रूल चेंज हुआ है उसका इम्पैक्ट आपके ऊपर पड़ेगा. इफ यू ज्वाइन ए डीएनबी सीट एंड यू वर्क देयर फॉर 3 years in an uncertainty that whether you will pass or not, then and you think that next year I may change the branch by giving the exam, which will be not possible for 3 years, 2 to 3 years. अगर आप डिप्लोमा में हैं तो 2 साल और डिग्री में हैं तो 3 साल. तो ये जो रूल चेंज हुआ है उसको आपको ध्यान में रखना है, और उस रूल के अकॉर्डिंगली ही आपको सावधानी से काउंसलिंग आपको करनी है. You have to do the counseling according to the new rule which are set up by the bureaucrats of the NMC. तो ये है एक क्वेरी मेल पे मेरे को बड़ी फ्रीक्वेंट क्वेरी आई है कि few of you scored a very good rank and they expect that they may score well in the next November INI CET examination. So whether they will be allowed to join INI CET counseling or not and take admission in the AIMS or PGI or JIPMAR in case they score with the flying colors in the good ranks. So please note, this rule is applicable for the NEET counseling, NEET postgraduate counseling. This rule is not applicable to the INI CET counseling. INI CET के अंदर ये रूल एप्लीकेबल नहीं है। और INI CET के एग्जाम जो हैं वैसे भी साल में 2 बार होते हैं आपके, इसलिए वो रूल वहां नहीं लगते हैं। वहां पे तो ये सिस्टम है कि अगर आपने सीट ज्वाइन किया, रिजाइन कर दिया, तो कोई पेनल्टी नहीं है, आपको वो रेजिग्नेशन एक्सेप्ट करके आपको छोड़ देंगे, और जो सीट खाली हुई है उसको नेक्स्ट सेशन जो नेक्स्ट एग्जाम है उसमें वैकेंसी में वो ऐड कर देंगे। बिकॉज INI CET सिस्टम फॉलोज द फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम, जो बजट अलॉटेड है उस बजट को उनको यूटिलाइज करना है, और वो बजट कैरी फॉरवर्ड होता है, ऐसा नहीं है कि वो लैप्स हो जाएगा। इसीलिए INI CET के अंदर जो भी वैकेंसीज होती हैं वो वैकेंसीज जो होती है वो नेक्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन में जुड़ जाती हैं, अगर कोई वैकेंसी रह जाती है तो उनकी काउंसलिंग के बाद। इसीलिए आपने वहां देखा होगा कि INI CET के अंदर या जो एम्स की जो पुराना एम्स का पैटर्न था उसके अंदर काउंसलिंग एक लिमिटेड पीरियड होता था, उसके बाद जाके वो बंद हो जाती थी। सीट खाली है, भरने की उनको कोई टेंशन नहीं है, भर दी ठीक है, खाली रह गई तो देन इट विल गो इनटू द नेक्स्ट एग्जामिनेशन। सो दोज स्टूडेंट who want to appear after taking the seat in the NEET PG in the INI CET examination, they can appear, and if they score good there and they want to go to the AIMS institutes or postgraduate institute or JIPMAR institute, then they can go there from resigning from here and join there. It is all likely कि जब ये आपको 2-3 साल का बैन लग रहा है तो it is all likely that your penalty provision may be lifted. Penalty provision may be lifted. It is not lifted yet, but it may be lifted, and you resign and come out of the institute and get out of the queue for the 3 years for the NEET. But since you have scored well in the INI CET, so you can participate there in the INI CET examination. So increase of DNB hospitals. Let me, how to do research on the DNB hospital, Dr. Arpit, you have to see whether how much is the workload is there, whether they have the permanent faculties or not. Because in some cases what happens is some institute get the DNB approvals. During the course of the time, the faculty left that private institute and they joined other institute. और जो स्टूडेंट होता है उसको बीच में वो DNB वहां से कई बार वो लिफ्ट छोड़ के जानी पड़ती है, वो काफी एक पेनफुल कंडीशन होती है। तो इसलिए वो आपको देखना पड़ेगा, वहां पे आपको कितना काम मिलता है वो देखना पड़ेगा। And as far as the private institutes are concerned, I spoke to the 2-3 senior level bureaucrats, not technocrats, in the different states, and they are saying that we are in process. We have already formed the fees regulatory committee for the first time, so they are deciding the fees, and rest assured that we will decide the fees before the counseling so that you will get the seats. So this assurance was given by the bureaucrats. So definitely they are working, and I am sure that this is going to be implemented, because deemed university already get intimation. For them there is no option, they have to implement this act, and you will find the deemed university 50% seats in your all India quota as a government quota seat and 50% as a management quota seat. But as far as the states are concerned, many states have notified in public, but many states have constituted the new fees regulatory committee, and they have given the mandate to the FRC to decide the fees. The fees matter has been not decided. That's why you are not getting the information, and that's why the private institutes are not giving up. But once the fees is decided by the FRC, then they have to give up, and they have to give their 50% seats as the as the government quota seat at par with the state fees. So need not to worry about that one. Uh, Private college won't uh, receive any information direct from the NMC. Private colleges will receive a letter from the state government fees regulatory committee that okay, we have to decide the fees in this matter, so please send your audited record so that we can decide the appropriate fees for the management quota. मैनेजमेंट कोटा की फीस डिसीजन करने के लिए उनके पास इंटीमेशन जाएगी, उनके पास इंटीमेशन ये नहीं जाएगी एनएमसी की तरफ से, उनकी तरफ से स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से जाएगी. बट डीम्ड यूनिवर्सिटी को ऑलरेडी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया जो है इंटीमेट कर चुकी है. काउंसलिंग नोटिफिकेशन 27 July is the hearing date for the EWS case until it is pressed by the government, but I think government won't press because the cutoff date for the internship is 31st July, so they won't press for this one. So it will take 1 or 2 hearing, and if it decide on the 27th July, then the counseling may start from the 11th August. 11th or between 11th to 14th August, you may get a start of the counseling, and you'll get the first round result on 21st or 22nd of August. This is a tentative plan, but it depends upon the Supreme Court judgment. If Supreme Court scrap the EWS quota, then it's good, 10% extra seat comes into the general category. But it is decrease the EWS, then it may further delay, because in that case the EWS certificates have to be mentioned that this income is below certain category, which may be fixed by the Supreme Court. But I don't know what the Supreme Court thinks, what the Justice Chandrachud bench is thinking, so it depends upon that one. For the NEET PG 2023 internship cutoff will be 31st of March 2023. As far as Dr. Ria, for the Rajasthan Bond implementation, in all India quota student who get admission in the Rajasthan, the college authorities are not forcing them for any bond. Officially, the bond duration for the state candidates already has been reduced from 5 years to 2 years. This has been notified, and probably in a year or two it will be vanished because there are no vacancies. So bond means you will get the government job. You have to serve in the government, but that when job is not available to you, then bond will not be applicable. That's why the Uttarakhand government has already revoked the bond. They have removed the bond conditions, and probably from UG also they will remove the bond, because they said we have already fulfilled the seats in the difficult, hard to reach areas. Now it will be difficult for us to give jobs, so they are in process of removing the bond. In case of Uttar Pradesh, last year Supreme Court has given the verdict on the bonds that bond are illegal. You cannot enforce bond because the government of Uttar Pradesh refused to give documents to the 12 all India quota students from the other states, but they won the case in Uttar Pradesh High Court as well as in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court declared null and void of that condition in case of Uttar Pradesh, but still Uttar Pradesh government is stubborn. They are asking for the bond, but don't worry. You should not worry, or you should not be anxious about any bond condition in any state, because bond is not legal. Once a Supreme Court bench has said this, then it is a precedent, and which may be used by the other states also. And as I informed, Uttarakhand removed, Rajasthan in process, and Rajasthan all India quota students are not in entering into the any bond. Revised cutoff before mop up, and it will be extremely low. uh, uh, DNB, possible or not possible, please download the sheet from the link in the description box. You will get the information. Dr. Sutradhar branch. Yes, Delhi College is there, but branch in your category, that depends. Yeah, one more thing. In the last video, there was a comment also. I gone through that comment. There is a confusion about the reservation and general category. Remember, counseling, how the counseling allotment is happening. Counseling allotment is happening by the roster system. Roster system is that the seats reserved as per rosters in the different categories. That's why you must have noticed that some seats in last year was reserved, but this year is open. So vice versa also. So this follows the roster, reservation rosters. When one the your counseling start, जब आपकी काउंसलिंग स्टार्ट होती है और आपकी चॉइस पे अगर कोई जनरल सीट अवेलेबल है और आप उस कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेना चाहते हैं किसी पर्टिकुलर ब्रांच में, फॉर एग्जांपल पीडियाट्रिक्स, then pediatrics and general seat is available, but you are from the reserve category, but you will get that general seat at your rank because that is open, that is vacant. वो वैकेंट रहती है. इसीलिए मैंने कहा था कि जो आपकी कुछ माइनर चेंजेज हुए हैं आपकी कैटेगरी के अंदर, और वो अगले साल में ओबीसी के केस में और प्रोमिनेंट होंगे, क्योंकि नंबर ऑफ सिलेक्शंस ऑफ ओबीसी इज इंक्रीजिंग. जैसे लास्ट ईयर की अगर हम बात करें तो ओबीसी सिलेक्शन वाज 52-53% वाज ओबीसी कैंडिडेट्स इन नीट यूजी 2021. तो इतना ओबीसी था, तो डेफिनेटली ये बच्चे जब जाके अपने पीजी का एग्जाम देंगे तो उस वक्त जो होगा उनकी संख्या क्वालिफाइड करने वालों की ज्यादा होगी. तो वो उनमें से कुछ जनरल की सीट लेंगे और कुछ, एंड फॉर एग्जांपल if I want a pediatrics in SMS Jaipur, I am from the OBC category and the general seat is not available but OBC seat is available, then they will allot me the OBC seat. मेरे से पीछे कैंडिडेट था या मेरे से आगे एक ओबीसी का जनरल का कैंडिडेट है, पर उसको वो खाली सीट रिजर्वेशन की तो नहीं मिलेगी, बट मेरे से पीछे जो रिजर्वेशन का कैंडिडेट है ओबीसी रिजर्वेशन के अंदर, वो अगर उस सीट पे आना चाहता है तो उसको वो सीट नहीं मिले क्योंकि ऑलरेडी मैंने उसको कोटा में ऑक्यूपाई कर लिया है. बट उससे मेरे से पीछे वाले ओबीसी रिजर्वेशन कैंडिडेट की जो चॉइस है वो मेरे से ऊपर रैंक के कॉलेज की है, पर वो सीट वैकेंट है, तो ही विल गेट दैट सीट. दिस ऑल डिपेंड अपॉन योर चॉइस. और आपकी चॉइस पे अगर कोई जनरल सीट वैकेंट होगी आपकी रैंक पे, आपकी चॉइस पे, तो पहली चॉइस आपको जनरल की दी जाएगी, उसके बाद ही आपकी कैटेगरी देखी जाती है कि इस कैटेगरी की सीट वैकेंट है या नहीं है. तो इस हिसाब से आपकी काउंसलिंग होती है. इसीलिए मैंने आपको कहा था कि जो आपकी कैटेगरी रैंक आई हैं, डोंट गो बाय दैट. कैटेगरी रैंक आर मियरली just a classification. It will have a negative, it won't have any effect because number of seat increase is also more, and when private seats are coming under the government quota, so the reservation is also applicable to there also. So in that case this category rank will be negated. So this is the confusion. I think you must have get the question. and the confusion has been cleared now. And so if any more query, I am posting my email address again in here in the comment, so you can send it mail to me. I will reply you there. Thank you very much. Don't get tense, don't get anxious. Weather is very nice. Sometime is raining, sometime is open. Enjoy that weather. Do go for the picnics. Safe, safe रहिए. And whenever the counseling start, definitely all the eligible will candidate this year will get seat, and no chaos will happen as it happened last year. Thank you very much.